Hello everyone. I'm Zam. I'm currently working at Flinders University in Australia, and I completed my PhD under the supervision of Prof. Chu in 2020 at HKU. And today I want to talk about something that can really help us during our PhD journey, that is doing a systematic literature review. So doing systematic literature review is very popular and very important for PhD students, especially in the first or second year. I'm sharing this based on my experience. In 2020, I published a systematic literature review on gamification in education in one of the top journals, Educational Research Review. And at that time, we simply hope it will be useful. And today, the paper has received more than 1,000 citations, more than 1,200 citations on Google Scholars. So this taught me how powerful a well-written systematic literature review can be, not only for the field, but also for our own academic career. Why a systematic literature review is valuable for us during the PhD? A systematic literature review helps us understand the big picture in our research. Instead of reading a few papers here, there, we look at the whole field. So what researchers have done, what theories they use, what method they apply, what the gaps are, what still need to be explored. So we learn from other research, the strength, weaknesses, and then we can apply in our research. This gives us confidence and clarity when we design our study. What should we include in our study? So finding gaps, a limitation from previous studies, to critique previous studies, to synthesize in the literature, in systematic literature review is very important to reinforce, to strengthen our publication, especially literature review. Also, a systematic literature review teach us how to work in structure, because systematic literature review, teach us a rigorous way how to plan our research, how to search the data, and then screening articles, and then evaluating the quality of the articles, organizing, finding, very systematic, well structured. So these skills stay with us for our entire research career, that we need to do everything systematically, like doing systematic literature review. And very importantly, systematic literature review is often our first publication opportunity. So we don't need to wait until our data completely collected. We can publish systematic literature review earlier, even in the first year of PhD or second year of PhD. No need to wait for the complete data collection. So that's a great opportunity. And also very important, when publishing a systematic literature review, we must check the existing systematic literature review before we start our SLR. It's essential that we first look other SLR on the same topic. So many PhD students forget this step. This is the gap when writing systematic literature review. Do not just review the other empirical research in the introduction, but we also need to review other systematic literature review. Has someone already done a similar review? We don't want to repeat the same thing. What question did they answer? What method did they use? What did they miss? Also, where is the opportunity for us to contribute, to contribute something new in our research? Because if our systematic literature review looks the same as previous one, journals will simply say, this has already been done. We don't want to publish your systematic literature review. So to get published, our systematic literature review must offer something fresh If nobody published or one or two already published, that's really good opportunity for us to publish a systematic literature review. So that's why sometimes people say that systematic literature review is like a competitions to publish as soon as possible. My experience in 2020, only one or two publication about gamification on systematic literature review, and then we published that, and today we receive more than 1,000 citation. All people refer to our systematic literature review, and even in 2021 received the most cited papers in the journal Educational Research Review. And to get published, our systematic literature review must offer something fresh, something new, a more updated time periods, a different focus, a stronger method, also a clearer conceptual contributions, a deeper classification or model. Also, trend today, because publication systematic literature review in many years ago with today's trend is very different. Today, many systematic literature review combine with meta-analysis. So it's very good opportunity if you combine your systematic literature review with meta-analysis across education research, because meta-analysis gives a stronger, more precise answer. Quantitative analysis, systematic literature review is qualitative. So if you combine them, it becomes stronger. You will analyze how big is the effect, which condition make it stronger or weaker, what actually works. So if our topic has enough quantitative studies, adding meta-analysis can make our systematic literature review more powerful and more publishable. Put a systematic literature review first, and then the second stage is a meta-analysis. Even scoping review also become trend today, which are broader. We also can publish scoping review. Scoping review is not as rigorous as systematic literature review, but many journals also publish scoping review. But we need to write scoping review in rigorously, more in depth. And talking about journals, there are so many journals in education that publish only research, only a systematic literature review. For example, educational research review, and then review of educational research. If you write about psychology education or something related to psychology education, emotion, engagement, motivation, we also can publish in educational psychology review or educational psychologist. But many other journals today also accept systematic literature review, technology journals, pedagogy journals, higher education journal, and more. However, all of them expect rigor, must be rigorous, not just storytelling, not just descriptive in a systematic literature review. It must be critical, in-depth, okay? Not just we read 30 papers here and then we summarize the theme, but we need to be critical. Because people will read our systematic literature review instead of reading 30 or 40 other articles. They prefer reading one article we already summarized and synthesized, so that why we will receive more citation or impact in writing systematic literature review. My suggestion, okay, final tips for PhD students: start by finding all related systematic literature review is very important. Find, don't repeat the same thing what other people have done. Also clearly explain how our research, our systematic literature review is different. This is the key for acceptance. What's new in our SLR. Also follow standard guideline like Prisma. Also give more than description, not just descriptions. Be critical, and not just as a thesis chapter, but something publishable. You can publish your systematic literature review in year 1 or year 2 in your PhD journey. So good luck with your systematic literature review writing, and hope it can be publishable. Thank you and bye.